Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy! Welcome back to more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness! In the last episode, we defeated Gorgon, the man who had manufactured all the Shadow Pokemon that we had encountered throughout our journey. But after his defeat, not all was well. Cypher still exists. Its Grand Master, none other than Mr. Varric, the seemingly benevolent man that we had encountered many times throughout our travels. And really, the rich businessman named Varric being the bad guy. Can't say I've heard that one before. Or have I? Dunno. Anyway, things are looking rather grim. But as I turn around, I think our day is looking brighter. Why do I say that? Well, there's something shiny on the desk, of course. Duh, it's looking brighter. It's a list of all the manufactured Shadow Pokemon. We get to download that on our PDA just because all technology is based on Bill's technology. It's a one operating system future. Maybe that's why their technology is so weird and kind of unusual, just because there's no competition in the world, so people can just kind of make things however they want. I don't know. I don't want to live in that kind of world. I guess nothing to do now but leave this place, heading down to the base of the lair. On your way down, you definitely want to use this healing machine. Very convenient spot, not to mention your Pokemon are not fully healed after Gorgon. I only had Mustache alive. That would be really, really bad to get into a fight with like that. We've been robbed! What? Who's up? What? Let's rush over there and see what's going on. Whose voice was that? Was it you, citizen? Darn it, give it back. Bring it back! You have to be more specific when you're shouting incoherently, otherwise I can't do anything about it. These two weird guys took off with a Shadow Pokemon. One had like a mohawk and the other had hair like a ball. Darn it, they made off the last Shadow Pokemon that came off the production line before it shut down. I wonder who we know with hair like a ball. Quite the puzzler, wouldn't you say? What do you have to say? The abducted Shadow Pokemon was a Dragonite. That ended up being the last Shadow Pokemon to be made at this factory. That means that Dragonite is the last authentic Shadow Pokemon. This is something you're gonna want to remember for a while. We can't really do anything about this right now, but there is a Shadow Dragonite out there somewhere being held by someone with hair like a ball. I think you can see where this is going. But that was the last happening at the Cypher Key Lair. Take one last look as it smokes off into the distance. Look at that! Shadow Pokemon Factory that was wrecked by Michael. That feels awesome, just having your name plastered on the map like that. I can't say anything feels better than that. Anyway, so, Master Greevil, why am I calling him Master Greevil? He ain't no master of me. Greevil told us to head to Gatian-Port, and so we shall. Let's do it. And I was just thinking, there's a river in the middle of that you don't have a bridge, that there's no visible bridge for. Maybe you use your hover scooter to get over it? Begs the question of how you got over that in the first place before we had that. Anyway. While we were here in Gatian-Port, you might recall that we were told about... This is the wrong house. You might recall that we got a certain really inconvenient email at one point. You know, where Emily's mom was always like, oh, I want to interview you and all that. Oh, Jovi's big brother, I saw you on the news. It's awesome. I think you're really cool. Okay. Sure. Mommy's always like that. Emily hasn't read any of Mommy's stories to the very end. Mommy's a genius at writing stories that don't have endings. That's great. It's always tough ending anything. Anyway. So... she sent us that really, really annoying letter saying she wanted to interview us. Well, if you come over here and talk to her, Michael, you're in my email. I've been waiting for this. After seeing it on TV, you've been on my mind, Michael. I've come to realize there's nothing to do but write a novel starring you. So please let me interview you. Let's begin right away. 2 hours later. I see. Michael, it was you that saved Professor Crane, the director of the Pokemon HQ Lab? You bet it was. And you were on TV for the Fanac News. But you've been on TV before? Yeah. Oh goodness, the SS Labor was attacked because Cypher wanted to get at the Pokemon on board? You betcha. Wow, that's beyond incredible. Michael, you must be an amazingly talented trainer despite your appearance. Just interviewing you has excited me to that much. Your tale is so thrilling, harrowing, and exhilarating. I owe you a huge thanks for agreeing to the interview. Thank you so much. She will give you the Amulet Coin. Equipping this to a Pokemon and having it participate in battle will give you double money at the end of a fight. It's not like money is really sparse in the land of Orre, considering how many amazing free items we've gotten, but, you know, it's there if you want it. And that's actually something that I didn't know until you guys told me about it in comments, so I really, really appreciate that. You know, most of the time if I don't talk about something immediately, it's because I'm going to cover it at a later point, though, but you know what I mean. And whoa, what's going on over there? What do we got, you old hag? Mr. Varric has gone away. He left me with a gaping void where my heart once fluttered. Oh, what am I to live for now? There's no purpose to this life without him. Mr. Varric, please come back. That is very, very depressing, if I may say so. Hey, Shadow Pokemon on the radar. Yeah, okay. Anyway, if you head over to the part shop, Yo, Michael, big news, real big news. That Robo-Kyogre we've been telling you about is finally done. Once Grandpa got down to it and got serious with it, he put together something kind of amazing. Come over here, guy. You have to listen to my grandpa. For once, he's actually proud of his grandpa and wants us to listen to him instead of being like, oh, he's off at Kaminko's lab again. Like Per said, we finally assembled the Robo-Kyogre. It's truly a work of marvel. What's wrong? Is anything the matter? Yeah. Well, I'll be. Cyber's headquarters on Cinedark Isle, and you intend to go there? Cinedark Isle, huh? When it's on a place like that, it's no wonder nobody's found Cyber's base. The currents around the Isle are swift, and the weather is always storming, and the place can't be approached by sea or by air. Per, that was certainly true before, but now, however... I get it, Grandpa, the Robo-Kyogre, right? Precisely, Per, our Robo-Kyogre will be able to reach the Isle. Alright, we must prepare to launch Robo-Kyogre for Michael. Come, Per. Yes, sir. That kind of rhymed. So for once, the two of them are getting along, and, you know, the one time Dr. Kaminko makes a super useful invention, he scraps it before it's complete. Figures as much. We got an email. Crane. Hi, Michael. Sounds like the battle against Cyber is entering a critical stage. Or something I would like you to have. Please come see me on the ground floor of the lab when you can. Okay. So we gotta go see Professor Crane coming full circle from where our journey began. Yeah. Here you are. Over this way. Look toward the pier. Yeah, we saw this already. That is the Robo-Kyogre. Doesn't its blue form thrill you? Oh, it does. I like Kyogre a lot. It's all ready to go. You can leave whenever you're ready. Okay. That all sounds fine and good. We have means to getting to Cinedark Isle, which of course is fantastic. But we don't want to go there yet. There are many, many, many things that have opened up all over the Orre region for us to take care of. And we really should take care of each and every one of those things. First and foremost, we did hear from Professor Crane that he had something he wanted to give us. So, let's go back to where this all started at the Pokemon HQ lab. But now we're on a hover scooter, you know, we are like way more pimpin' than the last time our mom saw us. You know, we've grown a lot. I mean, just having a hover scooter makes you all grown up, right? I am so lame. Anyway, this is not where Professor Crane is. I went through the wrong entrance. Here we go. Hi, Michael. I'm glad to see you back. There's something I want to give you, Michael. Could you come here, please? Oh my god, he's giving me a CRT monitor! Haha, did that startle you? Now come with me. Well, I don't know how he fit through that. That ceiling only had clearance for like his waist. In fact, it's not even short enough for me to go through. It's not even tall enough for me to go through it. Michael, over this way. Come with me, please. Do I really feel comfortable being a 10-year-old boy going into an adult secret passage basement that nobody else in the lab is aware of? Not overly, but I'll go with it. The battle against Cypher appears to have entered a decisive phase. Really, I thought it entered a critical phase. I think the situation calls for a special solution. Michael, there's something here I'd like you to use. Well, Professor Crane, you got some pretty stiff competition. Cypher has given us some pretty darn good item boxes. Let's see what you got. Master Ball! That's a Master Ball. It's the one Pokeball that is foolproof and has a 100% capture ratio. Well, isn't a ratio kind of like, you know, 1-to-1 and not 100? I'm so stupid anyway. Yes, you get a Master Ball for coming all this way over here. Not inconvenient in the slightest. Really, really nice. I believe it's the second time in the whole series where a Master Ball has been found inside of an item box, or item ball rather. And you know what? Even though Archie had an unguarded Master Ball in his base, I kind of like to think that that was in a secret room that was kind of out of the way and that you stole it though, so do I think that Archie was kinder than Cypher? Nah, I can't really say that I think he was. Now, our second stop is going to be Kaminko's house. But heading back here, you will see the new and improved Robo-Groudon. Oh, what? Oh. He sends us the email right now while we're walking up. The Robo-Groudon of yore is no more Chobin and modified and upgraded. Therefore, a rematch with Michael's very much desired. Chobin will not lose again. The new Robo-Groudon is supreme. Looks exactly the same. Huh? Oh, it's you, Michael. Since when were you there? Well, how about that? Chobin did need to send an email, but that's fine. Chobin has successfully upgraded the Robo-Groudon. What modification has been secret, though? Let's begin. So he no longer has the awesome boss music, but hey, it is still Robo-Groudon nonetheless, and that is pretty cool. Now, in this fight, I kind of would like to bring up something that you guys were telling me about. I have no idea why I was having a brain fart saying that Sunkern was leveled up into some flora, because I know just as well as you guys do, it does not evolve by leveling up. Now, you guys are presenting an interesting theory. What if the Robo Groudon, to simulate, you know, the ability of Groudon where it summons the sun, what if it has a Sunstone in it somehow? You know, the sun summoning Pokemon causes Sunkern to evolve into Sunflora, you know? I kind of like that idea. That's kind of an interesting way of thinking about it. I gotta say, I very much approve of that. That was really, really cool. Didn't even think of that right away. He does have some new Pokemon from last time. Pretty much all I can say about that is Pokemon have evolved. Not really much is different, though. It's not all that different of a fight compared to what it was last time. Sunflora's animation still looks terrifying, like its head is gonna pop off, and sunny day. Not sure why I'm getting so freaked out about that. Now, you might notice that the sky is like super cloudy in the background there, so it's obviously not a sunny day at all. Now, this kind of brings me to something I've talked about before in Pokemon games, though, but I just kind of feel like is really relevant here, is the fact that sunny day is called clear sky in the Japanese version. That's why a lot of the time attack animations don't match up at all, and why some text seems a little bit weird, as, like, for example, Moonlight recovering more HP when sunny day is in effect, which makes no sense. But here, it doesn't even make sense in the context of the Japanese version. It is not a clear sky whatsoever. This is about the least clear sky I have ever seen in my life. And that's saying a lot considering that I lived in Florida for a bunch of years of my life. Just saying. Florida is not the sunshine state. It is the friggin' overcast state. And he has a little wheel on the tail. I never knew that. That's actually kind of funny. I never noticed that he has a little tiny wheel on that. That's actually really funny. That's great. Oh, Gene's got an item. We'll send out Billy Bob. Billy Bob's kind of lacking in the experience, and I don't know why I really played all that. I think it was just a matter of he's who I led with in the fight against Gorrigan, though. But we really don't need to have Claydol out hardly at all from here on out. Claydol is set in the low A levels, man. Okay. There we go. Wow. I knew you had decent special defense, though, but damn. Okay. We'll go ahead and take down that Tropius to take it down, and okay, not bad. Okay. Here we go. Let's use takedown. Please do not miss. Oh, come on! Is this really gonna... No. Good. Alright. Strangely, I think that might have given us a little bit more trouble than the first time around, though, so maybe he really did make improvements, you know? Maybe Robo Groudon was just especially good at shouting commands to its Pokemon this time around, so it was somehow even better. Chobin lost after all. Oops, Chobin said it again. Its jaw drops. And, well, if there's one thing Robo Groudon's good at, it's spitting out lots of money at us. So strange, Chobin upgraded the driver's seat with a reclining back. Was that not enough? Not enough to snatch victory? Chobin is in utter shock. I gotta admit, I really like this kid. He might be a gulpin face, but he's my gulpin face. And you know what? In a world of giant-footed individuals, one small boy with tiny feet steps forward to be hilarious. And a savior of his kind with his Robo Groudon. Anyway, more importantly in Kamiko's lab, you just kind of have Kamiko here still saying the things that he was saying before. But, if you finish the Cypher Key Lair and you check the bookcases, you get Battle CD number 50, and over here, Battle CD number 49. These are really important battle CDs for you to pick up if you have any plans of using weather in your strategy whatsoever for some tough battles ahead. They will give you the TMs for Rain Dance and Sunny Day. Nice, easy ways that you can get those TMs. And there are nice, easy ways that you can win the fights in them. I will put on screen right now the turn order that you should use your attacks in these fights. Not really all that complicated though, but we found our way to City Dark Isle, we got a Master Ball, we got 2 really helpful battle CDs, and we rematched Chobin. I'd say we had quite a bit of progress, but that's not nearly everything that has opened up to us at this point. There is still a lot more for us to do, and next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we'll be doing just that. Also, I'm going to Railgam Tower just because I feel like it. See you guys then.